I'm Michael, aka Oscar Man, and in this video I'm going to talk about Oscar-winning actors who began their careers as singers. I'll do a separate video on those who were Oscar nominated only. Now there are several legends to discuss, starting with
Lovers are very special people. They're the luckiest people in the world.
2 Oscars, 5 Emmys, 8 Grammys, a special Tony. And it all began in 1960 when she auditioned for, and didn't get, a part as a singer in The Sound of Music on Broadway. However, her first professional gig soon followed as the opening act for stand-up comedian Phyllis Diller. Barbra Streisand's debut album was released in 1963, the first of 10 before she recreated her Broadway triumph in 1968's Funny Girl.
Are you sure you can roller skate?
Can I roller skate?
I thought you said you could skate.
I didn't know I couldn't.
Barbra Streisand's portrayal of Fanny Brice took moviegoers by storm. Funny Girl was the top-grossing film of the year.
Hello, gorgeous.
Critics called Barbra Streisand's performance in Funny Girl one of the greatest debuts in film history. However, many felt there wasn't much else to praise about the film in general because Streisand, who was in almost 80% of the film, dominated the entire movie.
Eyes on the target and wham! One shot, one gunshot and bam! Hey, Mr. Keeney! Here I am!
Of course, we all know what happened come Oscar time, and in the infamous tie between Streisand and Katharine Hepburn generated its own controversy. Gregory Peck, then president of the Academy, permitted Barbra Streisand to become a member in 1967, even though she had no film credits, one of the criteria needed to join. So it's been speculated that when she became a nominee, Barbra Streisand voted for herself, and hence the tie. While no one knows if that's how this all went down, the occurrence made us Oscar nerds realize just how close the votes can be. It has given me pause over the years to wonder by just how many votes did a particular performance win or lose by. Anyway, Barbra Streisand is only one of 4 to date to win the lead actress Oscar for her first film. Do you know the other 3?
Deep in my heart, I hear it say, is this the day?
Francis Albert Sinatra released his debut album in 1946, soon after becoming the king of the Bobby Soxers due to his appeal to young female fans. His film career started off well with such films as Anchor Is Away and On the Town, but by the early 1950s, things slowed down for him until he got the role of Maggio in 1953's From Here to Eternity.
Hiya, Prue. What are you doing over here?
Transferred over from Fort Shafter?
You quit the Bugle Corps?
Yup.
For here?
I didn't pick it.
Oh, you made a very bad mistake. This outfit they can give back to General Custer.
Yeah?
Frank Sinatra received 5th billing for the film, behind Donna Reed, who was a contract player at Columbia Studios. His performance as the spirited soldier garnered Sinatra the best reviews of his career.
What's the matter with you? Can't a man get drunk? Can't a man do nothing? And put his lousy hands in his lousy pockets on a lousy street? Man gotta be hounded all his life? Well, I'm tired. I ain't no criminal. I ain't no coward.
Buddy boy, look.
Frank Sinatra stated the co-star Montgomery Clift became a close friend during production, an acting mentor who guided the singer into giving a memorable performance, especially in this Oscar scene.
Watch out for Fatso. Watch out for Fatso. He'll try to crack you. And if they put you in a hole, don't yell. Don't make a sound. You'll still be yelling when they come to take you out. Just lay there. Just lay there. And be quiet.
Exactly how Frank Sinatra got the part in From Here to Eternity has been the subject of much discussion, including a notorious scene in The Godfather, which reportedly resulted in a fiery exchange between the actor and the novel's author. However it came about, Sinatra's film career rebounded to new heights following his celebrated win for Best Supporting Actor. And like Barbra Streisand, his recording career successfully continued for decades afterwards. The 11-time Grammy winner died in 1998 at the age of 82.
Jennifer Hudson. Fantasia, you are safe. Don't forget, you have to vote for the talent. You got to keep your favorites in the competition. You cannot let talent like this slip through the cracks.
I've always found it fascinating that the lowest point of Jennifer Hudson's career became an inspiration for others to continue pursuing their dreams. Though considered by many to be a serious contender as the next American Idol, Jennifer Hudson's dismissal from the competition series gave her the opportunity to have the last laugh when she made her film debut as Effie White in 2006's Dreamgirls.
We finally get the chance to have our own act, and Dina's doing lead. She can't sing like I can.
She's right, Curtis, I can't. I don't want to.
Yeah, y'all gonna do what I tell you to do. This is a new sound with a new look.
New look. Nobody can see her on a record.
Before Dreamgirls, Jennifer Hudson worked as an entertainer on various cruise lines and was briefly signed to a small record label in 2002. When the film version of the smash Broadway musical Dreamgirls came about, Hudson won the coveted part over hundreds of other more seasoned singers and actresses.
Don't act like you don't know what this is about.
Ashley, stop screaming. Everybody can hear.
I don't care. Let them all hear.
I'm warning you, if you stop bringing us down and get back there.
Why, Curtis? You don't need me. All you care about is her bony ass.
You could back off.
Or what? I didn't think so.
Though the creators of Dreamgirls never said that Effie White was based on Florence Ballard, one of the members of the Supremes, the character, and entire story for that matter, had distinct similarities. And as it did on stage, Effie's show-stopping number brought Jennifer Hudson across the board raves and an Oscar for Best Supporting Actress. Winning more than 50 awards for her performance, Jennifer Hudson's meteoric rise to fame was one of those stories that Hollywood dreams are made of. She became the youngest performer to date to become a member of the prestigious EGOT Club. Now the host of her own television talk show, Jennifer Hudson is a multimedia artist who showed the world that at one time she may have been down, but she wasn't out.
Well, what is it? It's cut glass, so I'll give it back. See at the track. Get the tag.
Bing Crosby's trademark style of crooning was first performed as member of a band that played the nightclub circuit during the 1920s. He became a solo artist in the early 1930s, and his appearances on radio brought him to Hollywood, where he signed with Paramount Pictures. Many of his early films consisted of Crosby playing himself, until he started portraying fictional characters, most famously in the Road Pictures with Bob Hope. In 1944, Crosby starred in Going My Way in the role of Father Chuck O'Malley.
I want
That's great. Now the third section. Here's, ba, ba, ba. Got that? Ba. Elmer, you sing like you were made for this section. Now we're going to drop way down in the basement. Watch this now. This is tricky. Everybody take a toe hold. Ba, 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 ba. That's your note. Ba. Let me hear it.
Going My Way was a great success with audiences, and critics praised Bing Crosby's performance more so than the film overall. Though far from an altar boy in real life, Bing Crosby's easygoing, natural portrayal of the informal man of the cloth brought him many accolades. His sparring with Oscar-winning co-star Barry Fitzgerald was among the reasons Crosby won the Best Actor award.
No, something happened to me on the way over. I guess this just isn't my day, Father. Do you mind if I...
A three-time Oscar nominee, Bing Crosby was best known as a vocalist, continuing to entertain in films and on television, and he made more than 70 albums throughout his career. Crosby's passion was golf, and on October 13, 1977, the legendary performer was in great spirits after winning a round by just one stroke. Heading to the clubhouse, he reportedly said, "That was a great game of golf, fellas. Let's have a Coca-Cola." He then collapsed and died from a heart attack at the age of 74. Okay, I know some of you will get technical, so I will include Lady Gaga in this discussion because she is an Oscar winner. However, unlike the others mentioned, she didn't win in an acting category, at least not yet. Her first album in 2008 made her an international star, so by the time her film debut came in 2018, a star had already been born.
I'm off the deep end. Watch as I dive in. I never meet the ground.
In the fourth retelling of A Star is Born, Lady Gaga's performance was widely praised by critics, and the film was one of the biggest box office hits of the year. As Ally, audiences went gaga over the novice actress's scenes with Bradley Cooper.
I gotta go to work later, and I gotta go to bed.
Who's gonna take care of your hand that messed it up?
Me.
No.
I'll take care
It's
of
my
me.
fault I took you to that place. No. Listen, hey.
You have my number.
Okay.
Though I wasn't as enthusiastic with the film nor Lady Gaga's work, the singer-songwriter was now an acclaimed actress, lauded especially for the quieter moments in the film.
I brought something. I want to know what this is. My love. You hiding love songs?
Lady Gaga was nominated for lead actress, but lost that award to Olivia Colman. You know who else she was competing with that year. However, Gaga did become an Oscar winner for co-writing Shallow, that year's Best Original Song. Do you remember that Lady Gaga had been previously nominated for a songwriting Oscar for the 2015 documentary, The Hunting Ground? Winner of 16 Grammys so far, Lady Gaga's film career hasn't equaled the success of A Star is Born, but I think the right role could change that. Side note, years ago, I worked on one of Lady Gaga's music videos where I was able to observe her off camera. I created a video about the experience before I became Oscar man. If you want to learn more about it, the link can be found in this video's description below. As a member of DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince, Will Smith's first album was released in 1987, followed by several equally successful recordings. This led to his starring role in the television series The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, which ran for 6 seasons. During that time, the rapper-actor appeared in such films as Made in America, Independence Day, and Men in Black, where he soon became one of the top box office draws. Already a 2-time Oscar nominee, Will Smith won on his 3rd try for lead actor in 2021's King Richard.
When I was a little boy, I grew up in Shreveport. One day my father took me to town. He gave me this money to pay this white man for something. Back in them days, black folks weren't allowed to touch white peoples. So I went to get a man this money, and I accidentally touched his hand. And he stopped beating on me.
In the autobiographical film of Richard Williams, the father of tennis superstars Venus and Serena, Will Smith received some of the strongest reviews of his film career.
Hold it right there, if you don't mind. Let me tell you why.
Richard, we're doing an interview.
What she had said, she said it with so much confidence the first time, but you keep going on and on.
But you can't just keep interrupting. If
What you got to understand is you're dealing with the image of a 14-year-old child. And this child gonna be playing when your old ass and me gonna be in the grave.
As the controlling, determined father, Will Smith won all of the major precursor awards that year, making him the frontrunner for the lead actor Oscar.
Your sister is gonna be #1 in the whole world, no doubt about it.
I know that.
But you gonna be the best that ever was. You gonna be the greatest of all time. You know how I know? Because I planned for it.
It's unfortunate, but I cannot discuss Will Smith's Oscar win without the controversy that followed. It's a moment that will sadly live long in Oscar history, overshadowing his achievement, and which tarnished his career and image. Will Smith apologized for his action and resigned from the Academy, who banned him from the ceremony for 10 years. Will he ever return to the Oscar stage? Keep in mind that the audience that night gave him 2 standing ovations, and he might just be welcomed back with open arms by the seemingly forgiving film industry. However you feel about the actor, let's focus our discussion on the positive accomplishments made by everyone in this video. Before I conclude with a legendary star who continues to surprise us, I want to offer my thanks to you for watching this video. As a lifelong Oscar nerd, I can now hold my head up high as I share my nerddom with all of you. After the video concludes with a memorable moment from an Oscar-winning singer, please hit the like button, and if you're not yet a member of our great community, become a subscriber to the channel. There's a new video each week, as well as a daily poll, where you can cast your Oscar votes.
But every night all the men would come around and lay their money down.
I'll turn back time and start with how many of us first knew about Cher as one half of a duo with her then husband Sonny Bono. The shy 16-year-old embarked on a successful singing career beginning in the 1960s that included the #1 hit, I Got You Babe. The couple became television stars with their variety series in the 1970s, whereupon Cher's solo career began with such classics as Gypsies, Tramps, and Thieves and Half-Breed. When the marriage ended, Cher starred in her own variety series, followed by her second film appearance in 1982's Come Back to the Five and Dime, Jimmy Dean, Jimmy Dean. Do you remember the name of her first film? Silkwood brought Cher her first Oscar nomination, and 1987's Moonstruck won her Best Actress.
Right from the start, we didn't do it right, okay? Could you kneel down?
On the floor?
Yeah, on the floor.
This is a good suit.
I know that. I helped you pick it out. It came with 2 pairs of pants. You know, Johnny, it's for luck. I mean, a man proposes marriage to a woman, you should kneel down.
In the romantic comedy, Cher was Loretta, a woman torn between family expectations and personal desire.
I'm gonna marry him. Do you hear me? Last night never happened, and I'm going to marry him, and you and I are going to take this to our coffins.
I can't do that.
Why not?
I'm in love with you.
Snap out of it!
Cher received raves for her performance, which was aided by co-stars Vincent Gardenia and Oscar winner Olympia Dukakis, who played her parents. And the film's Oscar-winning screenplay showcased Cher to great advantage.
A person can see where they've messed up in their life, and they can change the way they do things, and they could even change their luck. So maybe my nature does draw me to you. That don't mean I have to go with it. I can take hold of myself, and I can say yes to some things and no to other things that are going to ruin everything. I can do that.
Moonstruck was a huge box office success and was considered somewhat of a comeback for the entertainer, whose personal and professional lives were a roller coaster consisting of great highs and lows. Cher was everywhere that year leading up to the Oscars. She was on magazine covers, gave television interviews, and made every media appearance possible. Her momentum leading up to the ceremony was unstoppable, despite being nominated alongside very strong performances. I've gone on the record here many times stating that Cher won for the wrong performance. I think her best work was in 1985's Mask, though she wasn't even nominated, and her post-Oscar filmography has not been noteworthy. Burlesque, anyone? Someone once said, "After the Holocaust, there will be cockroaches and Cher." The legendary star stated, "I'm a survivor. If anything, that's what I am." Do you believe that? So which other singers can you think of who were Oscar nominated for acting but won in another category? Be sure and let us know, along with your thoughts on the winning performances discussed here. And until we meet again, here is the one and only Cher letting the Academy know in no uncertain terms how she felt about being snubbed for Mask.
Thank you. As you can see, I did receive my Academy booklet on how to dress like a serious actress.